Hello and welcome to Decentralized Health Administration at the Ubrica project. Today, we bring you critical technical knowledge about creating perfect conditions for much needed revolution in the health industry. Under these new conditions, universal health access will be possible. Everyone in the world, including yourself and your loved ones, will have access to the best health services available in the world. Health for everyone will be of the highest quality there is in the world, and it will be affordable to all. My name is Dr. Mashari Warungi. I come to you each and every day at 1:30 p.m. East African time from Ubrica project located at 1.4 degrees south of equator and 37 degrees east of the central meridian. That's marked right in the southwest suburb of Nairobi. So what do we have today? Today we have great stuff. Again, of course, we are talking about the World Ubricoin Ambassador Program, scaling cooperative society of Ubrica. This is the fourth session we're talking about that, and the specific focus today is chapter leadership plan. Chapter leadership plan. So we're going to focus on leadership today and see how you create leadership for your chapter. As usual, as you know, this material is not my work, it's the work of many people. And for what we're going to talk about today, it's coming from the proceedings of WUAP team, that's Ubricoin, World Ubricoin Ambassador Program team, including Purity Mudwa, Wahita Washira, Grace Gishura, Naomi Edothoso, Winfred Mule, Abed Nviani, Anne Masharia, Frida Butale, Barbara Kimani, Betty Wajiro Washira. So you can see there's a whole bunch of people working there. And of course, some of the material is also accepted from Decentralized Health Administration textbook under development by Susan Nyabura Jugona in Ubrica Research and Development Team, including Naomi Edothoso, Winfred Mule, Abed Nviani, Anne Masharia, and Frida Butale. Now today we focus on leadership plan. Session 4 of the World Ubricoin Ambassador Program, Scaling Cooperative Society of Ubricans. But first, the basics, so we may never forget. Basics should never be forgotten because basics are the fundamentals. You know that in the fundamentals, Ubrica project strives to solve three fundamental problems of healthcare, of health production. Again, there's no such thing as healthcare when there's no health. Health has to be produced first. So again, what have we said are the three fundamental problems? Problem number one is lack of access to health services. Problem number two is poor quality of medical services. And problem number three is high cost of medical services in the world. We have said before and again many times, lack of access to health services occurs when people do not have money to go to the hospital, or lack of access can also occur when there is no hospitals to go to. Poor quality of medical services, on the other hand, occur when good knowledge to deal with medical problems is scarce, and high cost of medical services in the world occur when manufacturing of products that can be used to improve health is stifled. So we know we have three problems: lack of access, poor quality, high cost. High cost of medical services in the world occurs when manufacturing of products that we could use to improve life of humans is stifled. Rather, we don't know what to use. We solve the problem of access due to lack of money by creating Sokojanja, sokojaja.com. Sokojaja is an online retail store where you can sell what you have produced to increase your earning power. Money in your pocket means realized access to health. Ubrica clinics and hospitals projects ensure physical access to health services. And we have seen that the chapters will own the clinics and hospitals we call URCC. See, that's a good thing. Ubrica Science and Technology Parks create places for translation, commercialization of new and relevant knowledge, ensuring best quality of medical services in the world. Now, this is where we are working with universities and we're expanding our relationship with the universities so that we can help them use UBN to develop new and relevant knowledge that will assure quality of medical services in the world, or the best quality. Ubrica Biomedical Industrial City promotes local manufacturing of biomedical products, reducing the cost of medicines and medical devices and health services in general, making health affordable. The Ubrica Biomedical Industrial City is this big flagship project that can only be built in Kenya because that's where we are. But the retail clinical center, science technology parks, and can be built anywhere in the world. Of course, you know that Sokojanja is a global online e-commerce website. You can support universal health access by getting and adding Ubricoins to your portfolio of cryptos or by getting equity in Ubrica project. Get involved now, right now. Do not sit on the sidelines of health. Buy and hold $10 worth of UBN each and every day, and you will be supporting the most important. Let me repeat this so you get it well. The most important and the biggest grassroots revolution. We're talking about revolution. Revolution means dramatic change. Yeah, it's like the Black Swan moment is a rare event. Revolution means coming from day to night. Yeah, when darkness just covers the earth, but you see, comes from night to day. It was dark 2 hours ago. It is bright light the next minute. Why? Because we can't. In health, we have been living in darkness for a long time. So we need a revolution. This means that if you want to support that, buy and hold at least $10 worth of UBN each and every day. You can buy UBN from the main contract. If you don't know how to do that, please call the office and then we will help you. All right, to info@ubrica.com. You can get even more involved by joining World Ubricoin Ambassador Program. We shall be talking more about that today. In the World Ubricoin Ambassador Program, you will gain deeper knowledge about the Ubrica project and continually share that knowledge with people in your circle of influence. That's what matters. Share the knowledge. Share, share, share. The more people know about it, the better. So, share the knowledge continually with people in your circle of influence. And as an ambassador, you will be the bridge between Ubricoin, Ubrica, Sokojanja, and the people of the world. Of course, you'll be able to help you produce universal health. To increase your knowledge on blockchain and cryptocurrencies and health, take a course at the Academy of Cooperative Society of Ubricans. That is Academy of the CSU, Academy of the Cooperative Society of Ubricans. For inquiries how to enroll for the courses, write to info@ubrica.com. So there are several courses you can take there. You can take a course about blockchain. You can learn about Ubricoin, Sokojanja, Ubrica project training. You can take technical courses on leadership. Leadership is a technology. Leadership is not worth. This is why people really don't know what's leadership. They think it's just a joke, but there's special technologies about leadership, which is probably um, what is going to make this Ubricoin very, very successful. Because we'll learn leadership at the course at the Academy of the Cooperative Society of Ubricans. Whoa, that's a bit of lemon. And it helps to clear my throat because my throat gets patchy when I start talking. I think my throat doesn't want me to talk to people, but I say I have to talk to people. Particularly, we talk about leadership today, chapter leadership plan. Now, today we're on the fourth session of the World Ubricoin Ambassadors broadcast, scaling cooperative society of Ubricans. Ambassadors, it's your job to scale the cooperative society of Ubricans, and that of course means scaling Ubricoin and Sokojanja and the Ubrica projects so that we can have universal health access. In other words, you could say ambassadors scaling universal health access. I think that will be more appropriate. We might have to change that title. But it's good to know how we are scaling universal health access. The Cooperative Society of Ubricans is a social technology for scaling universal health access. When we talk about scaling the Cooperative Society of Ubricans, we are talking about scaling of the universal health access or the possibility. We can create Cooperative Society of Ubricans, which then is equal to scaling universal health access. So I would like you to get that. First of all, I would like to thank you very much for joining the the World Ubricoin Ambassador Program. It's a great place to have you, and I thank you for interest in the work. And of course, your job is very, very significant in this world because you're going to help create conditions that would produce universal health access. You will help create conditions that will produce universal health access. You know, conditions, let's say conditions help to produce something. If you can create conditions that will allow eggs to hatch. Supposing you have eggs coming from kienyeji chicken, those eggs will not hatch if you leave them outside in a cold climate. They won't hatch, or say you put them in the fridge. So conditions for universal access are produced, and so as we said yesterday, one of your major roles as an ambassador will be to help people, to help organize people in chapters. You help organize people in chapters, and or maybe in a chapter where you live. So if you're going to create a local chapter of Cooperative Society of Ubricans, this is what occurred to me. Many of you are already in organizations. You already have organizations where you attend to. It means that instead of creating a chapter, you could work closely with that organization, and or we help that organization to become much more formally organized, and then it operates. That organization becomes co-opted as a member of the cooperative society of Ubricans. Now it operates as a local chapter. Let me say that again so it makes it clear that if you have an organization that you're already working with, you may not need to create a new organization as a chapter, but that your organization could become co-opted as a local chapter of the cooperative society of Ubricans. This means that you get technical support from the cooperative society of Ubricans, and you help the members of your organization to learn about Ubricoin and Sokojanja, because oh, an organization, whereas you would have formed the organization for maybe economic or social reasons, but let the people network in your organization also learn how to trade cryptocurrencies and Ubricoins, like Ubricoin and the like, and also let the people in your organization learn how to sell things in Sokojanja and do online commerce, e-commerce, because trading or selling things, buying and selling things, particularly selling things on an online marketplace, is what is going to put money in your pocket. And of course, if now your organization is doing that as a group, yeah, together with other members, then you are in good shape, because it means you're going to have money in digital format, that is cryptocurrency in UBN. And number two, your members will be very happy because they are now selling things online, trading them. So now, if you already have an organization, feel free to reach out to us. Tell us, can my organization join the Cooperative Society of Ubricans? And then we'll say yes, because you do not need to form another organization. We don't need too many organizations. We need the organizations already existing to become activated and to become empowered. So your organization is going to be very, very empowered if it gives new markets for the members. Of course, maybe your members are producing things, but they don't have good market. And let us join hands and let your organization be cooperative and listed as one of the members of the Cooperative Society of Ubricans, and you'll be able to find market from members of other chapters. So, for example, we have a chapter in Kirinyaga, and then we have a chapter in United Kingdom. The chapter in Kirinyaga can sell things to people in the chapter in United Kingdom, or the people in the chapter maybe in the New England. It can sell to people in Canada, whether it's in the Eastern Canada, Central Canada, West Canada. So we are all, if we have all formed chapters around the world, we are all in the same organization, which is an umbrella organization known as the Cooperative Society of Ubricans, which has its own currency known as UBN. So it makes sense that if you have an organization, to continue working the organization and plug your organization to the Cooperative Society of Ubricans. And because you already have your local bylaws, then you just continue doing the things that you've been doing together, but now at an international level. Okay, we should talk about that. If you already have an organization, please write to info@ubrica.com and say, I'd like my organization to be joined to the Cooperative Society of Ubricans, and then you see how that goes. And of course, it means that now, as a leader of that organization, you will be receiving UBNs, and your organization also, Ubrica team, can come to your organization and help train your people how to trade. Train your people how to trade. Whether it's trading on Sokojaja, your people need to be trained how to trade. That is how to go and bring the commodities from where they are produced or the workshop to Sokojanja, and then how to spread the word internationally through cooperative society of Ubricans so that your products have market, and not only trading on Sokojanja but trading Ubricoin itself. Now, members of your organization are going to be taught how to trade Ubricoin, how to work with exchanges. There's so many exchanges, and of course, Ubricoin is listed now in about 9 exchanges. Now we have 9 exchanges, and number 2 is Ubrica is in about 21 markets. When I say a market, I mean a trading pair, maybe UBN BTC, UBN ETH, UBN Dodge, something like that. And we have 21 trading pairs, and each trading pair is a market. Now, we would like to train members of your organizations how to trade. If you have one organization, say members of your organization how to trade. So we can also help to streamline your organization and become an international capable organization, international trade capable organization. Okay, that means that people who are ambassadors, they should also remember that if they have organizations or associations already created, that Ubrica can come and help to teach the members how to trade and how to buy, how to sell Sokojaja, and how to buy, how to sell things like UBNs on the international cryptocurrency markets. So how do we achieve that? To achieve all these things, we need to have a chapter leadership plan. This includes, leadership for your own organization. Chapter leadership plan. The purpose of chapter leadership plan is to strengthen the chapter by providing administrative framework on effective chapter leadership. An effective chapter will sustain or increase membership base. An effective chapter implements successful selling of locally produced goods and services on Sokojanja, and as an effective chapter supports building of URCC through program participation. An effective chapter also develops leaders capable of serving the CSU, that means the cooperative society of Ubricans, beyond the local level. To implement chapter leadership plan in your own chapter, or current and incoming chapter and past incoming chapter leaders should develop a long-range plan that addresses the elements of an effective chapter. They should set annual. They should set annual goals using planning guide for effective chapters in harmony with chapter long-range plan. Shall give you that information. They should conduct chapter assemblies that involve members in the planning process and keep them informed of activities of the CSU. They should ensure clear communication between chapter president, the board, committee chairs, chapter members, and the regional committees. They should provide continuity in leadership, including concept of succession planning to ensure development of future leaders. And then they should amend bylaws to reflect chapter committee structure and roles and responsibility of the chapter leaders. And they should provide opportunities to increase fellowship among members of the chapter. They should ensure every member is active in a chapter project or function. Every member is active. You don't want to have an inactive member, that's not good. They should develop and implement comprehensive training plans that ensures chapter leaders attend training meetings as appropriate. Propriety is consistently and regularly provided for new members. Ongoing education opportunities are available for current members, and leadership skills development program is available. Now, all this training is going to come through ubrica.com. So this means that we're going to have a flex training program. Flex means that on-site and online. On-site as online. And because we live in very, very diverse locations, distant locations, then we have to rely a lot on online training. We're going to put all the training material on ubrica.com, and we encourage you to go there. Some of them are going to be formatted on self-directed courses. Some of them are going to include the videos like the one we are making right now, and some of them are going to include structured classrooms with 8 weeks, and the structured classrooms will cost some money. Maybe you pay them in UBN and equivalent to 1 ETH. So this would mean that if you're paying now for class, you pay $230. But that's for an 8 week course. But we want to make sure there is enough learning materials, and be very, very sure to go to watch all the videos we're making from here, so that you can know what's happening. So we make these videos, number one, as part of the news, so that you can know what's happening within Ubrica. Number two, we're making these videos uh, to help you learn the process of leadership and governance within the Ubrica project. I want to continue making these courses, these videos, so which also are going to be used later for training. So as a chapter leader, you should implement the chapter leadership plan in consultation with the Ubrica office. And then you should review the plan annually. Now, we should review this plan annually together with all the chapter leaders. But the most important message I wanted to send to you today is that if you already have an organization, whether it's a youth group, women's group, disabled people self-help group, whatever group you do, and you're working together, consider that it can be co-opted as a chapter in the Cooperative Society of Ubricans. Your group can be co-opted as a chapter in the Cooperative Society of Ubricans, and then whatever you're producing as a team, as a group, can be and should be listed on Sokojanja, so that it can access the global market. We're saying that the Cooperative Society of Ubricans should bring all the organizations together, so that the organizations get to know what each other organization is making. We have a very huge problem here in Africa, that everybody is producing his own thing by himself, and then nobody knows what anyone else is producing. There's a huge discontinuity in the flow of knowledge. So what we are saying is that we open the continuity of flow of knowledge. This problem is particularly big or huge in the universities. Our universities produce a lot of things, a lot of fabricated, manufactured things. But I can tell you, even people within the same university do not know that their university is producing something. Like the situation we found at Dedan Kimathi University in Nyeri. Dedan Kimathi is producing the best coffee in the world. I showed you in a video here recently. But there's even people within Dedan Kimathi itself, within the university, do not know that Dedan Kimathi has got coffee. That is very tragic. And that is what the CSU, the Cooperative Society of Ubricans, being a global movement, being a global organization, and having its own currency known as Ubricoin, is able to break down all those barriers. And then we get to know what each one of us is producing. Then we can know where to buy things. Because the biggest problem in Africa is that we don't know that our people are producing stuff. Then we go running to other countries, to go running to China, to India, to Europe, to buy things that we already have here. The other day, I had the governor of Nairobi County saying that we should run to Jamaica to go and grow marijuana, to buy marijuana from Jamaica. This is like saying, let us go and buy soil from Jamaica. What is that? Now, because there is lack of awareness of the things that we can produce here in the country. I'm not saying that we produce marijuana, but we don't have to go to Jamaica to get marijuana. We do not have to go to Jamaica to get marijuana. Let's remind our governor that marijuana is a plant that grows like all these trees you find around here, and it can be grown in Kenya. It doesn't mean Jamaicans have the best marijuana in the world. And in any case, we don't need the best marijuana. But that attitude, that I'm talking about, the attitude itself, the attitude you hear that the governor is sending people to Jamaica to go and look for stuff in marijuana, is attitude of lack of knowledge, lack of awareness. So the Cooperative Society of Ubricans is created specifically to create awareness, to create knowledge that we produce stuff. Okay, So bring your organization to the corporate society of Ubricans. It's going to be considered a chapter, and then let us co-opt all those things. Register everything you are producing as an organization, and in on Sokojanja, so that people in the world can know you actually produce those things. Okay, even if you're running a university, we know several universities like JKUAT, all our technical university, University of Nairobi, KU, Kenyatta University, they produce things. Students and their professors, they produce things there, but we don't know what they are unless they are listed in a global marketplace known as Sokojanja. Okay, this lemon is is treating my throat better, but looks like I need some work to do. You need some days of the lemonade. Okay. Finally, back to the basics. I keep saying the basics because we should never forget the fundamentals. Eureka Project strives to solve three fundamental problems of health production. One, lack of access to health services. Two, poor quality of medical services. Three, high cost of medical services. These require very strong leadership, and you've heard about all the strong leadership we need. Let us say that most importantly, we get Ubricoin, UBN, the cryptocurrency for universal health access. Make sure members of your organization have Ubricoin, okay? Because Ubricoin will underwrite the entire project. And of course, Ubricoin is going to facilitate the trades for your goods. So from to there, here to there. This means that whatever you're producing is going to find market, but you can only find market if your organization is fully on board on Sokojanja. Okay? And all the things you produce are listed on Sokojanja. If you need to know how to list your things on Sokojanja, call +254 755 844017 +254 755 844017, or write to info@ubrica.com. Make sure you write. Of course, you can reach us in Telegram group if you're already in Telegram group at WUAP or World Ubricoin Ambassador Telegram group, and let us get this done. You're not going to say you didn't know, because we are going to make this video until you know continuously every single day until you know. And then when you hear that you know, then you say, they know now they're listing their products on Sokojanja. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't want to talk your ear off, but today you have learned that your organization, the organization that you already have, is eligible to become a member of the Cooperative Society of Ubricans. And so you come with the organization, tell us what it is, and then of course there's no registration fee. All we have to do is know that you are working with the Cooperative Society of Ubricans to help the members of your organization get listed products or produce by even services by the members of your organization are listed in the Soko Janja, because Soko Janja, we said, is the technology for universal health access. We're not going to have universal health access without Soko Janja. Very difficult, because we said no money, no health. Okay, money full of pocket full of money, a body full of health, right? We say that treat the pocket, cure diseases. Treat the pocket, cure diseases. Very difficult, or let's say almost impossible, to improve health of a poor person in the long term. Let's say you can improve the health of a poor person the day you give him medicine, but after that you will leave and go away, and that person, the disease comes back because there was no more medicine to maintain health. Health is produced and then maintained. So we say again that your organization that's already existing can and will be co-opted in the cooperative society of Ubricans, so that the members of your organization can find market for the items you produce. Okay, if you have an organization, call +254 755 844017 plus 254 755 844017. Call now and send your information to us, and we list the members on Sokojanja. Okay, for you. And of course, because of doing that, you'll also be earning UBN. And we shall give, you shall deposit UBNs for every one of your member who is willing to trade, to get them started, who is willing to trade UBN on the international exchanges for practice. Okay, we shall give you, your members, each one of them, a number, a bunch of UBN. I won't tell you how many, because if I tell you how many, some of people will just come in to say, "Oh, I want to trade." We want serious people who are members of your organization. You give them UBN. We go to international exchanges. We have 9 exchanges and start trading there. That is to kick them, to get them started. And for you, as the ambassador, the leader of the UBN, the ambassador, the leader of that chapter, you'll be paid every month like a salary on condition that you're working very closely with your people. And of course, we would like your organization to grow very, very big. So we create a very big force of traders from here going all the way to the rest of the world, including the United States, Canada, Europe, Japan, China, Brazil, Argentina, Mexico, everywhere in the world. We want traders. Thank you so much. I won't tell you anymore, but I think this is getting very, very exciting. We have a lot of people signing up, and we'll give you a number by the end of the week. And we would like you to be very happy that there's a solution for your products in the market. Thank you.